Hello, hello. Uh, Damn, it's been a hot minute. I No, don't say a month. Okay, maybe close to a month. Maybe like three, two and a half. Okay. You can't hear me? I know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh no.
There you go. Now we should be good. Now we should be good. My bad. Take three.
Thanks, Hannah.
Welcome back, everyone, to Tea Time. I'm Tyrone. This is Talia. Uh, I'm assuming you can hear me now, right? Let's get a little confirmation. Confirmation.
Can y'all
Yes,
hear
yes,
us?
they can. Alrighty.
A.
So what we were saying is, we were talking offline about how crazy like time is passing and stuff. Like, so on Sunday I was with Yao and Matt, and we were just chilling and we were talking
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and we're like, isn't it crazy? Like, so Yao went viral like 2 months ago, like, and it feels like, yeah, it feels
What?
like 6 months ago. It's just crazy, and like when he posts something, he was telling me he was like, it's weird how you post something and then like a week will go by and it feels like months.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know how long
Yes.
we have been not streaming or taking our little break. I want to say 3 to 4 weeks, but like it just feels so long. And like you were saying about going to Hawaii, like that
Mm-hmm.
just feels forever ago. Like I don't know.
And it really wasn't.
Yeah. Like, what is that? Like, is that COVID? Is that just like life? Like, what's going on? Like, it just feels like everything's moving so. It feels like
I
everything's moving fast, but at the same time slow.
I feel like with everything back then,
Mm-hmm.
everything just seemed like it was going fast because time was just going fast. Like nothing was really slowed down. And I guess like COVID probably had to do with it.
Yeah.
Nothing was like mandated. Like, people could run freely to do anything they wanted. So I
Yeah.
felt like life definitely did take it was a little more quicker this time around,
Yeah.
but obviously nowadays it's just a little unsure.
Right. Exactly. We're
So,
just we're all trying to get back into like the kick of things. Like,
hmm
it's gonna be super weird for a lot of people too. Like, I've been back in the office for like a year basically. Like, it feels like I was honestly not gone that
wow.
long, but a lot of
That
people,
is
yeah, a lot of
crazy.
people are like going back for the first time, and I'm like wondering, I'm like, is it like gonna be weird for people like having conversations again? You have to like relearn social cues. Like, I remember when I was back in what?
No, I'm
Oh
reacting to
yeah,
yeah, like oh my
yeah.
God.
No, it is like so funny. No, but yeah, that's your reaction is so true. Like when I went back for the first time and people were like talking to me during lunch, I was kind of like, can you like not? But then I was like, that's kind of rude.
I know. Like I was on a Zoom call with my team today
Yeah,
and I told them like, guys, I'm really excited to see you all in person.
yeah.
And in my head I was like, wait a minute, like they're gonna see how awkward I am. They're gonna see how short I am.
They're
Like
gonna
they
see how
don't know
short.
anything. They
They
all they
haven't.
know
Oh, they haven't seen you.
they haven't
Oh
seen me
my
yet in
god, that's so
person.
funny.
So all they seen is just this square of me.
Yo, like, what if they think you're like 6 feet?
I know,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
Probably some of my coworkers are like probably a lot more taller than me than I think.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
I'm
funny.
gonna
You
be like,
look. I
"Ooh."
feel like you look taller. Like even just looking at you now. Like I don't know. Like I definitely would
It's
not
probably
think
my
that.
posture.
Yeah. Cool shirt. Show off your shirt. I just saw tea time.
Ah, yes.
Hey, the new logo. So yes, we got a new logo. We just showing off. We got a little extra couple things,
Mm-hmm.
tea time on the laptop, all
A
types of random tea time, circle club stuff coming. But before we jump into things, I just want to show off real quick. So this Thursday, Matt and I are back in action.
woo.
For those of you guys who don't know, my stream is my podcast every Monday, Matt and I every Thursday. This week I was talking about this anti-tax movement, kind of vegetarian life Thursday, Matt and I are coming back, the same thing, chatting, catching up, because it's been a while, and I think we're talking about a couple. I've seen a lot of TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
Gossip Girl. What's on Zola, Green Knight. Never Have
Oh
I Ever.
God.
Yeah, it's been a
Mm-hmm.
like. I feel like I've seen so much TV. I don't know. Okay, so sell them to me. Hannah wants me to sell. Hannah, you can have. Y'all want me to model them or not? Yes. So Hannah, I've been. These are all prototypes. Nothing is finalized. We're just like playing with different designs and things like that. I think Talia has the most.
Mm-hmm.
I think gave you like 6 shirts or something. But we're gonna just keep playing with them. But yeah, Hannah, you don't. I don't have to sell them to you. I'll just give it to you. And anyone who's watching
Hey.
YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever, if you want a shirt, literally just reach out to me and I'll give you one, no problem, free of charge. For now.
Wow. Oh, free 99
Yeah,
for
free
now.
99. So Talia, let's just jump into it. So tell me about Hawaii. I need to know about this.
Uh,
Um,
I want to go back.
why did you go? Just give us the details. Like Hawaii's like one of those places you always see in TV shows, movies. You're like, I need to go. Like,
Mm-hmm.
did it live up to your expectations?
You know, I I had so many like thoughts going into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, will I love it? Will I hate it? The place that I went to was Oahu, which is the capital
Mm-hmm.
of Honolulu's in there. So there's going to be a lot of tourists no matter what
Yep.
in that
Yep.
area. Um, I think that was probably the one downside about going there,
The
just the amount of people that I saw, and like it definitely felt like a touristy city.
yeah.
Um, but but all of the things that we did, like the excursions, like seeing
You went to
Kahlua
Jurassic Park.
Ranch, seeing Pearl Harbor, yes, all of that was definitely worth
Yeah.
it, and just seeing and embracing the culture of Hawaii. Um,
Hawaii.
I would definitely do it again. Hawaii. Mm-hmm.
You said, yeah, you would definitely do it
Oh, and
again.
the food
Aloha
there.
Circle Club, Talia here from Tea
The food.
Time. I'm here with my boyfriend and
Did you
his
try anything
family.
there?
Yeah.
And we are at
Same.
Jurassic
Delicious.
World at Kahlua Ranch. They filmed here. Adam, do you have any
Nothing.
comments?
This is the actual
I feel
filming
like their
location. We're about to go in.
maybe I didn't try enough of their like food over
Yeah.
there, but like just the quality of it, like the seafood, the pork, like oh, it was just so
Just so
good. And I
fresh.
I made a comment to Adam. Yeah, it's so fresh. I made a comment to Adam. We were at a luau and we had
Mm-hmm.
this type of pork, and they had like cooked it underground for hours. And I kid you not, like this pork was probably like one of the best pork dishes I've ever
Well,
eaten. Like it was so good. Like
it looked delicious. Like just from like you
yeah.
sending photos and Snapchats and stuff. I was like, I need to go there. Like literally in my head, as you were sending me these things, I was like, Tyrone, what are you waiting for? You need to save up and go to Hawaii. Like this needs to happen.
No, yeah, I definitely if anyone has the time to go, definitely do that. I would recommend it.
So there's the videos going of you at Jurassic World
Oh.
with Adam. It seemed like that would have been a big highlight too. Like, was there anything interesting from that? Are you a Jurassic fan at all, or was it your first
Yeah, I've
time?
seen a couple
Mhm.
of their movies. Well, my obviously first time there, but
Yeah, yeah.
it was definitely cool just like seeing everything that I saw in the
hmm
movies like in person. Like everything's so much a lot bigger, and like you get to learn more about the set. I think at one point in that video I talked about the wall, and it's just made out of styrofoam.
Yeah.
Like you can
Yep.
literally just like break it off with your hand.
Yeah.
Um
Was
And
this?
the bones that Adam were picking up
Yeah.
were just like out of styrofoam too.
So was this the actual set they shot at, or was it like a recreation thing?
No, this was like the actual set.
Ah, that's really cool. So that's
Yeah.
also cool too for like the
Hmm.
people of Hawaii because, um, like then people will like they'll get more tourism and stuff because people are gonna want to go there, obviously. In
Yeah.
God, sorry.
No, yeah, no, that's true. Like I think yeah, one of the main reasons probably why people would go to Hawaii,
Yeah,
not all obviously from because of like the culture and
yeah,
the nature of it, but like just so many like histories within it, especially in film.
yep,
And Kahlua Ranch, you just see all of that. So it's pretty neat. Definitely would love to see the movies that were filmed there that I haven't seen yet.
yeah.
Um, so that's something that I'm hoping to do.
Did they have any like in anywhere else? Were they talking about any other movies or TV shows and things shot there? Um,
Yeah. So if you guys know, I'm a big Lost fan.
mm-hmm.
So there's this one scene in Lost where they're at this like I want to say like valley or something,
Yeah,
some sort of like open field. That's where they play golf in the show because obviously they're just um
Stranded.
stranded, that's the word, on an island. So they play golf to like, kill time, and that's where we saw it. And I was like, oh my God, I just loved
It
every
just took you
moment of
back
just
to those
seeing.
like
Yeah,
binging and
it's like I'm there. I'm in that scene where like my favorite show is shot. That's one example. 51st Dates. If you guys
mm,
have seen that movie,
didn't
we
know
saw
that.
that scene where I don't know if you remember. It's what was it? He's like trying to get the girl's attention, so he uses a penguin to
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
get
yeah,
her
yeah.
attention from driving. He puts the penguin in like a flannel, like a not flannel, a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
So they had so many souvenirs of that penguin in that Hawaiian shirt, which
Really?
is really
I mean,
funny.
it is a
Yeah.
funny moment. Like it's like definitely back in the day too. Like they use it in commercials and all of like things. That's what
Mhm.
Adam Sandler, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And Drew
awesome.
Barrymore.
Yes, and Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
Did you guys think about going inland at all, or was it just like way too far?
Inland?
Yeah,
Like,
like because you said you were kind of more near the touristy spots. Like, did you get to travel anywhere
oh
else yet,
yeah.
or yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, so Kahlua Ranch is actually outside of Honolulu. It's like maybe like 35 minutes out, like up
Mm-hmm.
north. So we saw more of the suburban rural areas over there. It's just it's crazy how much open nature is like around there, like just huge mountains,
Yeah.
just ah, it was crazy. And like the weather over there is a bit different because like you can just see tons of like clouds and like sometimes it rained on us when we were there.
Oh, that's
Because the weather,
cool.
it's just
So is it
I
because like
forget
there's
what's
not as much light pollution like in the city in Boston
something
and stuff
like
like that?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably yeah.
That's cool.
So we checked that out and we went up to the North Shore of Oahu, which was my personal favorite spot.
Hmm.
I definitely could see myself vacationing up there
I thought you
more
were about to
than
say
like the
live there.
touristy area. Uh, I mean, maybe. I'm kidding.
You moved to Hawaii.
I don't know if I could live for the rest of my life there, but
Yeah.
like it'd be cool to like live there for a couple of years. Um,
Like college or something. Yeah, it's funny. One of Carly's like sister's friend is moving to Hawaii, for college, and I was just thinking, I'm like,
uh-huh.
dude, like imagine moving to Hawaii for college. Like, I mean, like I've always been someone who's really interested in it, like in watching silly movies, like Johnny Tsunami, or just like anything like
Yep.
Jurassic Park. I've always thought like, oh, surfing is so cool. Like I was one of those Tony Hawk X Game kids.
Mhm.
Tony Hawk autograph there, and like surfing and all that stuff is like part of it.
Yep.
And like I don't know, like for some reason it seems so unattainable. Like it seems like Hawaii is just like so far. Like you're never gonna be able to get to go. Everyone always says how pricey it is. And then when you went, I was like, you
Mhm.
know what? I'm gonna like make this a goal. Like on my big travel to do list is Hawaii now. Like I've gone to Europe a couple of times, and I do want to go
Yes.
back, but I'm like, no, Hawaii is like top of my list now. Now I really want to go.
Yes, do it. Definitely do it.
So I didn't travel too far, but I went to Connecticut in Maine.
Ah, yes.
So
Mhm.
we went to Connecticut. We were just kind of like on a whim, like, oh, what should we do? New England, and we decided to go to the aquarium. They have beluga whales, which I'm not sure if you
Ooh.
know. Like, you know, in Finding Dory, it's like the one with like the big forehead, kind of. They're white. It's the one that she talks
Oh,
to in the machine. She's like, "Oh, Dory,"
yes.
and she like speaks.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because like that's like the whole thing is like she speaks whale, and like Marlin and Nemo
Mhm.
are like, "What are you talking about?" So we got to see those, and that
That's
thing's
cool.
like huge. Like it was probably the biggest animal I think I've ever seen. It was friggin' like I couldn't even believe that they had like three of them in there, and every time they came near the water or near us,
Uh-huh.
I was like nervous. I was like, what if this thing just crashes into the wall or something? And apparently
Could
they're
you
like
imagine?
super smart. So that was really cool.
Okay.
There was a seal
Okay.
show, and you always kind of
Ooh.
like in the back of my head, I'm like, what's that place called? Not Whale World.
SeaWorld?
SeaWorld, thank you. I'm always like, is this like SeaWorld? Like, how are they treating these seals? But they seem like they were like
Oh.
happy, and they put on this really funny show. The kids were loving it. Like, I always feel like that's what
Mhm.
makes shows and things like that. Like, Matt and I were talking about when you go to the movies, it's like it's fun when you have kids there because you get these raw reactions and stuff.
Yes, exactly. And it's fun when it's like interactive too.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes they might pull like a guest from the stands like feed the seal or like feed the dolphin. Da,
Yeah,
da, da,
like so
da.
there was this girl that they pulled and they like taught her a couple like commands and stuff. So it was just cool to see. It's like she was like doing all these
Oh.
like little things and they were like reacting
Mhm.
to it. So it was cute. It was fun,
That's cool.
and there was this like little village next to the aquarium. I think it's called Mystic Aquarium. For anyone who wants to visit, but
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and oddly enough, after we went, we started seeing what are they called? Not borders, like street. What are these things called on the highway? Like the banners. Is that what they're called?
I
Like
think so.
highway,
Banners?
highway. The highway advertisements. I can't figure out why. Like,
Oh,
thank
billboards?
you, billboards. Like
Okay.
banners. Well, it's funny because so I was thinking about it like digitally because I'm like after you say something you're like aquarium, 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 aquarium. It shows up on your ads, and all of a sudden for
Yes.
some reason we started seeing billboards of this aquarium like everywhere. Um,
Oh God.
yeah, I know. So it was just super strange, but I do recommend it. It was very fun. But there was a little village next to the aquarium, and it was really cute. There was like a cheese shop.
Mhm.
There was like this popcorn shop. It was like a nice little like small village,
Oh.
and like there
Okay.
was like good food, like a little general store, like you
Mm.
know like the Proctor Time, like Toy Story, Woody kind of thing. Like they have like a couple of things like
Yeah.
that. So that was fun. We also went
That
to
sounds fun.
Maine, and in Maine, dude, it was so crowded. Like, I don't know if there's always been
Oh,
this many
really?
people in life, but like, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm like, there's just so many people everywhere. It was just so overwhelming.
Yeah. What part of Maine did you go to?
We went to Portland.
Do you
Yeah, we
remember?
went to Portland, and ironically, or not
Really?
ironically,
Portland was
go ahead.
ironically what?
Well, I was gonna say
I was like, really? Portland?
I was gonna say it was so we went on like a Friday, which was a lot of fun, and then
Uh-huh.
the next day, the friggin' Proud Boys showed up with their guns and like in a park and all that stuff, and it was like crazy. I
Oh.
was like, thank God we went on a Friday, like, yeah.
Yeah, could you
Oh my
imagine?
God, yeah, I know. I was like, that must have been so scary, and it definitely didn't seem like the type of place. So I was like, ooh. Um, but
Mm-mm.
so we went.
Did you like it
I
though?
was gonna say, yeah, yeah, we went. It was nice. It kind of gave me like Coolidge Corner vibes. Where we
Yeah.
went, it was like a nice, like quaint little town. But then we went on the ferry,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to Peaks Island.
Oh.
And it was a really, really nice day. So we were just like on the water, going to this little island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see like the boats going by. I really recommend it. And the ticket for the ferry
Yeah.
was like $12 or something like that.
Well, That's nothing.
No, it wasn't bad at all. So it was really nice. A nice little wrap up, because it was like a week or so
Yeah.
ago. Who knows? It's like we said in the beginning, like who knows how much time has passed. Um, Luna is sitting with her ear
Literally.
to the door to hear what we did while she was at home. Yeah, I don't know if
Oh.
you can hear Luna in the back. It is National Black Cat Day, so
No, I can't.
I should let her on.
It is. Shout out to all the black cats out
It
there.
is. But so that was some vacation talk. I don't know what else you guys did over the last couple weeks, but we've just been trying to get zen and relax. And I think we'll do this a couple times throughout the year just so we can have a break. I was talking to Yao about it, and he was
Mm-hmm.
like, it's good because shows have breaks and seasons, and it's good. It keeps you fresh, keeps you new. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I definitely think it.
Yeah,
And
I totally agree.
you actually aren't going to be in next week because you're going to the Red
No,
Sox,
no.
right?
Yes, go Sox.
Woo! They need to start winning. They've been doing quite poorly, actually.
I know. I know. Hopefully, when we're there, we'll give them some good luck.
Atta girl. Yeah, they lost earlier to the Yankees. But we will have the lovely Hannah Dubin. She'll be stepping in and helping out, so that will be a lot of fun. Um,
I'm excited to see that show.
yeah. So definitely show up Tuesday, 7:30. Talia, did you see the rest of Gossip Girl? I know we talked about episode 1, and then we kind of went our separate ways and all that. Did you finish the series? Did you end up watching
I
it?
did finish.
Ah, nice. What did you think about
Yes,
it?
I finished. I didn't know they were gonna split it into two parts. Did you know
I
that?
didn't. I mean, it kind of makes sense with COVID and everything, but as far as the story, the way
Uh-huh.
they ended it, it ended pretty dramatic, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, like kind of like not like a cliffhanger, but like I'd like to see more of this.
Yeah. Did you? Well, so it was interesting because we made our predictions originally. Maybe I popped that in there.
Yes.
I was saying, I want to see more of the family, the parents, and all that stuff, and then it ended up happening. So, and I actually liked that part. I don't know. It kind of made it feel a little bit more human.
Remember when I mentioned like, oh, I think Zoya's dad might
Yes,
have some
you
sort
did.
of some sort of
Chemistry,
fling
yeah,
with what's her name?
with her.
Miss Keller.
Yeah, Nick. I think his name's Nick.
Obviously they didn't hook up. Spoiler. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh,
But
I'll say that before
they did have
spoilers.
some
Yeah.
chemistry going on.
This is gonna be spoilers.
I was watching, I was like, yes, I predicted this.
Exactly. But how do you feel about it? Like, are you liking it? Did you, uh, like, how did you feel at the beginning towards the end?
Like in general?
Yeah, just generally about the show. Like,
Oh, um, it did kind of feel like slow in the middle of it,
hmm
but it picked up at the very end.
yeah.
Like I was very invested in like some certain characters, and I was like, ooh, okay,
So,
this is what I want to
who were
see.
you mostly invested in towards the end?
More invested was Julian and Obi.
Mm.
I was like, okay, I like to see the fire spark again.
Yes, yes.
And then obviously it had to be like Aubrey, Aki,
Yeah.
and
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
That ending,
Oh,
I was like,
they
okay,
gave the people
here
what we
we
wanted.
go.
They gave the people what we wanted.
Like no surprise,
Right.
but
Yeah,
like
yeah. But it was just building up like all season. We're like, all right, are we going to
exactly.
get this or not? My
Mhm.
favorite character is Max and Jules or Julian or JC.
Uh-huh.
And like there was that one episode where they kind of go on that bender together and they're like going clubbing and doing all that. I love seeing them together on the screen. Like I love their
Me
chemistry.
too.
They were just so cute.
Me
You know, it was
too.
just like a nice bond. And Max kind of reminded me, like, remember when Chuck Bass used to like make fun of Blair or like do little antics, but then he was still like on her
Mhm.
side in the end. We kind of saw that with Max. Like she would like switch the seats and stuff, and she was like, "Really, you gonna do that to me?"
Ah.
But then it ended up working out for her. Like I like that.
Yeah.
Because it
Ooh.
shows that he like.
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I don't know if you feel this
Hmm.
way, but like I always feel like whenever I see a group of friends, I'm like, all right, some of these are gonna like, start dating each other
Yeah.
unexpectedly that we're not gonna
Yeah.
see. Like seeing like Max and Julian together, I'm like, yeah, they vibe
Yeah.
well, but like,
And I was
could
like,
they be a couple?
I think she said at one point, like, she was like, it was like, oh, come on, like we had a thing or something like that. But it was kind of like in passing, kind of like they both like made out, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, oh, we're just friends. But yeah, I mean,
Mm,
who knows? Like, what if we get to like season 3, 4, 5, and like they end up together, or that's a thing? Because
that
in the original Gossip Girl,
would
there
be.
was a lot of like of hints and things like that in the very beginning.
Hmm.
It's funny. We actually, Carly and I, started going back to watch the original, and it's so cringy and bad and all over the top. But like hilarious. You love it. You watch it. And
Yes.
so much happens in those first 4 episodes of the original series. You're like, dude, this is long. Like in the original first four, like Eric goes to the mental place. Blair and Serena like break up, and like one of them goes to Paris. Like just like you're like, what? All that in
Oh
four
my God.
episodes? It was crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in. How did we do it?
I know, yeah. Who's your least favorite character, or who you're not enjoying so much right now?
Does it have to be from like the main cast, like the
No,
main
no, no.
folks?
Whatever you like. Just be
I'm not
you.
really a big fan of what's his name? Rafa? Ralph?
Oh
That
yeah. Ugh.
that teacher,
Ugh.
that male teacher?
Yeah. I am not a fan of Rafa either. Like, he's like creepy, and also like I can't get the vibe. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like they want us to be kind of like, oh, that's cutesy teacher student, but it's like no, like, ugh, not feeling that at all. And then
No.
like he's like being super thirsty too right now with it. And
Yeah.
it's just like, dude, like it at this point, like at first it was kind of like, okay, haha, back and forth cutesy, but now it's like, dude, you're a creep. Like, chill, you know.
Hmm.
And then the way he threatened Aki in the bar,
I
that was good. That was a good
know.
acting scene, I will say.
It
Like when he goes,
was, but
"Hey,
like,
don't touch me," and it was like, I was like, that was clever. That was really clever. But he was like, he's a creep.
not Aki.
Aki's so like, Aki's kind of like the. I don't know if there's a comparison to him in the old series, but he's just like so like sweet, naive, trying to like go with the
I
flow,
know.
you know?
So
Yeah, he's just
wholesome.
so wholesome. He just wants everyone to get along. His dad
Hmm.
sucks.
Oh my God.
His dad
I thought I
stinks.
thought they were for some reason,
Hmm.
I always have a bad feeling when I see scenes of people in a plane,
Yeah.
especially in an intense moment. I'm like, are they gonna kill off this person right
Dude,
now?
right? I was like, oh, but I think like after 9/11, like a lot of that doesn't happen anymore with with the planes, and everyone's kind of
I
like,
know.
yeah, let's not do that. Um, did you know? Fun fact: I can't remember the name. There was this movie that came out. I don't know if it was The Incredibles or Finding Nemo or something, and there was a
Hmm.
scene that had a plane going into another building, and they literally had to cut, like they printed like a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays, and they had to get rid of it because like
Oh my
9/11, they were
God.
like, yeah, we can't release it. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
um, but anyways, my least favorite right now, like I kind of go back and forth, but I really don't like Zoya. I don't think, and Obi. But
Hmm.
like I don't. It's not that I don't like Zoya, but like she's just so like a freshman. You know what I mean? Like everything she does is just so over the top, and like she's just like freaking out. Like even the dinner, right? Like she's at dinner with Obi's like mom, and it's the first time
Yep.
she's met her. It's like, yeah, I understand you have your beliefs, but it's like, tone it down. Like this is your boyfriend's mom. Like you're not gonna agree with her with everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like I feel the same way
Yeah.
too. I felt like there were moments where Zoya just felt like she took just little things and made them so
You're
dramatic. Like
right.
that last scene where she sees like Julian with Obi at the
Yeah.
protest. literally the smallest thing. They're just next to each
Dude,
other, and she's like,
they weren't even doing anything. Like, and the crazy thing is, like, he went to the protest for her.
yes.
And, like, because she acted dramatic and crazy, he's like, you know what? But I don't like how Obi acts like he's so above all the drama and, like, oh, I don't care about that. And, like, he's like, oh, I'm so into protesting all this stuff. But, like, he can't even, like, stand up to his mother or, like, doesn't go to the events. I'm just like, I don't like that. He's just fake.
Yep. Yeah, I don't like them together, honestly.
No. It'll be curious to see if they keep them together. But I don't know. She just gives me such a young vibe compared to them. And, like, honestly, Julian is pretty reasonable, I feel like, a lot of times. Where she's like, hey, no, you know, I care about him, but he's obviously in love with you. Go, girl. Do your thing. I just want to support you. And she just makes things dramatic. I mean, even when in the beginning when she's like, we don't have to let Gossip Girl split us apart. And she just lets it blow up again, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm excited to see part 2 of this.
Why don't we take a quick break before we end with our final question, and let's check out this show that you suggested, Impeachment.
Yes.
I haven't seen the trailer. Make sure I am.
I have not either.
Make sure I'm on. Okay.
So.
Yeah. So
this is gonna be good.
Where the heck did it go? Watch party. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna play it on my own laptop so I can get the link for you.
Perfect. All right, we can do that. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
As you no doubt heard, you get to work in the West Wing as of this morning.
Starbies.
You're going to be working right beside the people who run the world. Please.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that's
Monica.
There's a woman I'm very close to.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Jonah Hill's sister. She was
in
in
an affair with the president of the United States.
Dang.
How do I know it's true?
Hello?
You will lose her as a friend.
I've made my peace with that.
Are you sure you have enough evidence?
Interesting.
My calls with Monica.
Holy shit.
It all has to come out.
The press will destroy her.
You don't know the half of it.
My wife went into a hotel room with Bill Clinton.
Oh, him.
Mr. President, do you know a
SNL.
woman named Monica Lewinsky?
Oh.
That's me. That's my face.
This isn't about justice.
That's so wild.
Then what is it about?
Impeachment.
Oh. It's that
William
girl
Jefferson
from Gossip
Clinton.
Girl.
Yeah.
Do you solemnly swear
Oh,
that you will tell the truth,
Hillary's not happy.
the whole truth,
Nope.
and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Oh wait, is that from Gossip Girl? Or is it?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh, maybe that's not. That's Sarah Paulson. That was Sarah Paulson.
No way.
What? I
Wait.
feel like I have to go back and see that real quick. Like,
Yeah.
let me pause. Let me mute the audio real quick and go back. That was Sarah Paulson. I don't know. I have a hard time. Like, that didn't even make sense to me. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Let's go back. Here we go. All right, so we got the Starbucks cup. Dude. Oh, and then so Beanie Feldstein, that's Jonah Hill's sister. She was in Booksmart and Lady Bird.
Oh.
So that's where she's from. Yeah, it says Sarah Paulson.
Wait, so is she playing?
Is she playing Hillary Clinton?
Hillary?
Is that who that is?
No way.
Wait, hold on. Let me look this
We
up.
gotta look this up.
This is crazy. American Crime Story. Oh, so I guess they're gonna be doing multiple, or they've done multiple. This is like they've done O.J. Simpson.
Yes.
Gianni Versace. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Wait, no, she's playing Linda Tripp.
Okay, so who is that playing Hillary Clinton?
Eddie Falco.
Eddie Falco. I don't know who that is.
don't know who that
She's
is
in Oz, Nurse Jackie. She was in The Sopranos. Huh. I've never seen The Sopranos. Everyone says it's like amazing, I guess.
Yeah, Adam loves that show.
Is it Sopranos a comedy or is it a drama?
I think it's both, but probably more
Both.
drama.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she looks a lot different than she does. Like Sarah
Yeah.
Paulson with her character, she looks so different.
Totally. And this guy playing Bill Clinton, Clive Owen. I've never seen anything he's been in, but Close My Eyes, Croupier, the show movie called Closer. Interesting. All right, so
Okay.
let's just jump into it. So, off the bat, what did you think about that? Clearly, you have a lot of reactions the same way I did. I love Sarah Paulson. Carly says she's a badass. She is a badass.
She is. I off the bat, I'm just a huge like crime show gal. Like
Yeah.
I just love like any show related to crime, like even real crime.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it pretty much.
You're a crime junkie.
I'm a crime junkie.
Have you seen any of the other ones with like OJ and Gianni Versace?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've seen the Versace one yet, but
Okay.
I've seen the OJ one.
And how was that?
I'm pretty that's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw, I think Brian Murphy is one of the producers for it. And he had done American Horror Story.
Yeah, see I was like the font and stuff seemed kind of similar. So I was like when I first saw it, I was like, is this like a horror thing? Like an American Horror Story or
I don't think probably there's not going to be any horror in this, but
well,
like
I mean the
obviously
horror
the
of
thrill.
horror of what she
crime.
went through. It's interesting to see too, cause like being in the world we are nowadays, it's like if something like that happened now, we'd be like, yeah, impeach this guy. He's a nut job. This is crazy. But then she was like treated like a villain, and people were like, and like Democrats and people on the left were like, you know, how dare you do this? Like he's a good man, and like you're ruining his reputation and all this stuff. And it's interesting because like if you look at like through history, I don't think his polling approval like really went down that much, and he ended up, I think he got reelected, or I don't know, like I don't know the full history, but he was not treated nearly how he would be treated today, and like
Oh yeah, for sure.
now she's kind of like an icon, a hero. You know, she's someone who has spoken out for women, and you know, good for her. But so it'll be interesting to kind of like get us back in the seat of during that time.
Yes. I'm curious to see kind of like what type of perspective they want us to really be looking at.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll probably showcase both, maybe more of Monica. But I'm excited. Like I just love this type of stuff.
Yeah, and I for me, like I think it'd be interesting to see like Hillary Clinton's perspective too. Like what was it like being the wife of this man? And like a lot of people don't think about that, like how Hillary Clinton felt, because if you think about it, it's like she not only had to go through this essentially public divorce but not get divorced. Like she couldn't. It's a president, you know. It's like you have to stick with them.
Exactly.
But I'm sure like that either really changed their relationship or made him kind of have to be extremely loyal, or just the behavior was different. And I'd be curious too, like down the line, like if we'll ever hear like the true story of went on. I doubt it, but
probably not.
But the thing is too is like there were other interns working there, people. So like these producers, they definitely have done their homework and like asked people around and like the story.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll definitely get the tea, you know. All right.
The tea for tea time.
Exactly. All right. Well, that is impeachment. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about impeachment. Will you be watching it? I think Talia and I definitely will be watching it. And yeah. All right. So the last segment here is a little fun one. So we got a tea time question. What celebrity couple would you want to have dinner with? Do you want to go first?
Ooh, are we picking just one or multiple?
Go with it. Just be you.
Okay. I think honestly, there's so many to consider.
Yeah.
Because because we have like, couples who've been together for so long,
Yeah.
new couples. So I had like a little list going
Oh,
on
okay, let's
with
hear this
this.
list. See, you interpreted this different. Like, I was thinking, like, I was like stressing out, like, oh, I gotta choose one. Like, it never even occurred to me. Yeah, just choose two.
So I was thinking like obviously right now with J-Lo
Yep.
and Ben Affleck,
Mhm.
I just always had been a fan of them back when they were together.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to see them rekindle their love and we'll see what happens. But I think that would be cool to have dinner with them. I also thought about like maybe like Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. I feel like they're just fun people to be around.
Yeah.
I just see like all their joking posts all the time, so I feel like they gotta be funny in person.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
always like, messing around with each other.
Well, and then Matt Damon was talking about him as well. Like, and this just seems like they have like a
Oh,
fun
yeah.
relationship. Like, you guys could probably go to a Red Sox game together.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Carly says, haha, I read this thing today about couples who have one famous person and one low-key person, and they're calling them mixed clout couples. What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Like,
I read
is
this
that
thing.
more like
I read
Wait,
this
what?
thing today about couples who have one famous person and one low-key person, and they're calling them mixed clout couples, like Bella Hadid and her new boyfriend. Oh, so is it like so it's
Oh,
like famous people, they date like one who's really famous and then like one low-key person?
I think so.
Got it. Got it. Well, now that
What about you?
we're doing multiple, my first would be Phoebe Bridgers and Paul Mescal. So Paul Mescal
Okay.
is in Normal People. He's like the main guy. I love Phoebe Bridgers. It's so like Phoebe Bridgers is one of those people, like when I watch her like on Instagram or Twitter, like she literally shares the same stuff on her story that I do, and I'm like, okay, we clearly would just vibe and have like a good time. It's funny, like I literally like I posted something on Instagram the other day. It wasn't even from like an account that was that big, and then she posted it on her story, and I was like, did she copy this from me? Is she watching me?
She's watching you.
And then Carly also really likes Paul Mescal from Normal People. Just like, and he just seems like a really cool, down to earth guy. Like I've seen him in interviews, so I thought that'd be a cool one because we both would kind of get someone that we really like, and then like I don't know, it'd be like a nice situation. So I kind of went into it thinking like, okay, who would I want to go on a date with my girlfriend?
Oh.
So that's why I thought it was interesting how you interpreted it.
Oh, okay. Like, who would I want to go on a date with?
No.
Right?
No. Like, if you and Adam went on a date, like a double date.
Oh.
That's how I was interpreting it.
Okay. I got confused. Oh, no.
But it technically, like, it could just be you on a dinner date with them on your own. I mean, you don't have to be with someone, right?
True.
But apparently, Carly says Bella Hadid and her new boyfriend, no one knows who he is. He has private socials and only like 300 people follow him. Huh. If you were famous, do you think you would date someone super famous or low key?
Ooh. I feel like I would date someone. Like, I would want to date someone low key.
Yeah.
But
I feel like it'd be hard.
I feel like
right?
it's so hard.
Yeah, because you don't know if they really like. I think about Leonardo DiCaprio. Like everyone thinks his relationship with that girl is super weird because he's so much older than her, but he's known her his whole life, so he's like probably thinks that. I don't know. Like obviously it's weird. Like I think it's a little bit weird, but like he's known her whole life, so it's like, oh, she likes me for me. Like her dad and I have a relationship. That's a bad example, but you get my point.
And I feel like people would. Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead. No. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say I feel like if you're, I feel like as a celebrity, like I feel like you get pressured into like probably like being maybe like with other famous people, like oh I ship these two together, da 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 da, and it's like well. They ship us. Maybe we should be together.
Right. I would personally.
And it's probably so hard to find someone low key, honestly, with your schedule.
I would 100%. Like I have no problem admitting. And people are like, I don't know, like oh Tyrone and Rihanna. I would be like, dang, is Rihanna thinking about me? Like, why are people saying this? And then like I would just be like, shoot my shot, and she'd be like, who are you? It was funny over the vacation. Actually, I was having this like conversation about Carly. I was like, if me and Rihanna met, and like I had this whole conversation, and she started laughing, and I was like, what? And she's like, it's so ridiculous. You have this whole idea of like of what would happen if you and Rihanna met. Like it's never gonna happen. So now it's one of my life missions. I gotta go to Hawaii, and I gotta meet Rihanna.
I'm writing this down, okay?
Thank
so
you.
Don't forget.
Thank you. We're gonna manifest this in 2022. But my other celebrity couple, well, I had some in my back of my head. I was like John Krasinski, and oh wow, just completely lost it. John Krasinski and his lovely wife, who started
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. Thank you, man. Talia, this is why we have tea time. I set it up and you just dunk it. Yeah, Emily Blunt.
Big brain energy.
I think it would be impossible though to take Carly on a date with me though, because she would just ask John Krasinski like, so in the office, like, where did you like put that baseball? What was in the letter to Pam? And he'd be like, I'm gonna leave now. And with Emily Blunt, like, I would just be like, oh, I lived in England one time, and then she'd just be like, let's stop talking about England. Like we would just annoy them to the point they'd be like, I'm gonna leave this dinner.
That's amazing.
What about you? Who else? You said you had a couple. Who else would you have on that list?
Ooh, what did I have? I wrote it down.
Another one I had was Aesop, Rocky, and Rihanna.
Oh.
Think they'd be.
That'd be a good one.
They would.
I thought about.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You go.
No, I was gonna say. I feel like they. So I have like three kind of like. One is the one I'd like get along with. The second is it'd be just interesting, but like they would be annoyed. And the third, it'd be like the one I'd go out and like party with. Like I feel like they'd be fun to go out and party with.
Oh. Okay. So what was that third one then?
Oh, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
Oh, and Rihanna.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like imagine going to like the Bahamas and she's like probably like a queen down there, like gets whatever she wants. Riri.
I didn't even realize they were like dating.
Yeah.
Maybe I've just
yeah.
been under a shell about that.
But yeah. They seem like they're both. It's so weird. Like they're huge artists, but they're so low key. Like Rihanna was dating like this cajillionaire, and then she just broke up with him. Like that's how powerful she is.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like a prince or something? I forget.
Yeah, literally. Like, dude, she literally dated this guy who's a prince. She's like, but I'm a queen. like
Legit.
Just. Oh man.
You know.
What else you got?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Joe Jonas, Sophie Turner.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm thinking like fun people. I don't know why.
They would definitely be fun. But see, again, like for me, again, that's when I would just be like annoying. I'd be like asking her about Game of Thrones, and then I'd be like, "What really went down? Like why was that last season such shit?"
Yeah, exactly. What couple would not want at all at this dinner?
That's a good one. Dixie D'Amelio and Bryce Hall, whatever his name is. Like,
oh my god.
What's his name?
Yeah,
Is it Bryce?
No, thank you. No, it's Noah Beck.
Noah Beck.
That's who she's dating.
Yeah. I would hate to go on like that would be like my fucking nightmare, to be quite honest with you. Like I would not want to be like she'd just be like, well, here's the thing, Tyrone, like I know you think that the Circle Club is like really gonna become a thing, but like it's never gonna be bigger than like the D'Amelio family. No, I'm kidding. Like you're really nice. You're really nice. Like she'd just be like, ugh.
Oh god.
No.
Yeah,
They're actually. I was just gonna say they actually are having their little show come out on Hulu, so we'll have to check that out.
Oh yeah, we gotta check that out.
I'm dead.
That'd
Carly said Noah Neck.
Noah Neck.
His neck.
Oh
what
my
about
god.
you?
Yeah, I don't know who I would pick. Shoot, man. Khloe Kardashian, Tristan Thompson. Kidding.
No, yeah, that would
like,
be an awful dinner. What about this is a big one. Maybe we can wrap it up here. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, would that be something you want to really do, or like, is it one of those things you're like, I don't want to meet them because they're so like, you know,
they're so powerful.
Yeah.
I'd be so intimidated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be like uncomfortable. You'd be at dinner, like, how's my posture? Like I wouldn't want to say anything dumb, you know? Like Beyonce would be like, "Oh, I was watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta," and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, like Nene, blah blah blah," and she'd be like, "That's the Real House of New York," and you'd be like, so, or like Jay-Z would just say something like super profound, and I'd be like, "Yeah, bro, totally,
Next question.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in an interview or something. Maybe it's uncomfortable. So.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be like I would enjoy it, but I'd be like scared shitless.
What about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry?
Not less intimidating. I feel like they give out like nurturing vibes.
Yeah.
So I feel like we'd have like a lovely conversation.
Yeah, I feel like for whatever reason, it feels like that would be less intimidating than Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
But that is going to be the end of our show today. Thank you guys for watching. You're watching on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you subscribe, send with your friends, share, follow the Instagram and TikTok and all those good fun things. Like I said before, my show, the Tara Rose Show, is every Monday, and every Thursday. We have a Circle Club show at 7:30. Check it out. So check out those shows. Send to your friends. We're glad to be back. Talia, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, baby.
Alrighty. Thank you, everyone, so much. Have a lovely week. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Great work. Woo.